Fitzy and Wippa.
Spoke to Richard Wilkins yesterday. We love getting Dickie on the show. This was because there's a Brazilian guy, 100 years of age, and he's been at the same company working for 84 years. So we rang Dickie because
he's 85 years.
Well, he's 85 at Channel 9 he's been, and we had a great chat to Richard Wilkins, but he revealed something to us about his time at Channel 9 that we didn't know about. Would you consider SAS or something like that, or a Survivor?
No.
Love Island?
David Gingell once said to me, mate, I'll give you, I won't mention the amount of money, but a lot of zeros. If you do Celebrity Married at First Sight.
I would pay to watch that.
Yeah,
Didn't know there was such a thing.
it's not bad. How are you getting the celebrities to do that, though? Celebrity Married at First Sight. Now, the thing is with Married at First Sight, and so, you need some peanuts on the show.
You could go ex-contestants, though, for the celebrity.
Nah.
So you could go, like... Well,
No, they know the game.
They know the game.
But that sort of, like, reality stars,
But imagine-
classified as celebrities, you could get them on.
Imagine if you were just a girl living day by day and then all of a sudden you get to a church, you don't know which celebrity's going to be there.
Yeah.
You turn around, you walk up the aisle and it's Richard Wilkins standing there. You may now kiss the bride and he's just...
Next level.
And the next thing you know, you've got to go into a hotel room and you're spending the night in bed with...
Highly likely they've probably
Richard.
already done that. Hey, but the thing is, first of all, before we talk about it a little bit more, we did have a chuckle yesterday because this went crazy. It went viral and there was a lot of publications that wrote articles about this, but one guy got it mixed up and the headline was, Richard Reid hints that an Australian Celebrity Married at First Sight season is in the works.
When I saw that, I remember thinking, I don't think we had Richard Reid on the show.
No. So
Richard Wilkins, on the other hand.
But news.com.au picked it up as well, Richard Wilkins. There's other names that they've brought up already. Richard Reid was one of them. Evie Jones.
Oh, yeah?
So Angie Ken and Evie. Ash Williams.
Yeah, Ash should go for that.
We know Ash. He's a comedian, very funny man. Tully Smith. Smythe
From
Yep,
Big
Tully.
Brother.
from Big Brother. Harry T. Harry rings
the
out
psychic.
the psychic.
He's lovely.
He would know who's about
That's
to
where
come
you-
down the aisle, though.
Definition of celebrity can be a little bit clouded. Paulini's in there as well. They're all under consideration. That would be a show that I would watch.
Me
So
too.
the people that they marry and are waiting there, they're the celebrities, and then the public gets a chance to marry a celebrity.
Yes.
Wow. Because what would be interesting would be then the insight into the celebrity's life.
Yes.
So, for example, Richard Wilkins, he's got 101 different events on throughout the week. He's emceeing, he's busy, he's turning up, he's got Fashion Week. And you've got to go to all these events and try and fit in with this fast life that Dickie lives.
Do you know what?
Good luck keeping up.
Do you know who else you need? Yasmin. Remember Yasmin's getting married on Channel 10?
Sort of. Yep.
She didn't end up getting married. Just
That's
throw
not
her into
fair.
the deep end. She's
Yep.
doing it again. Unless she's married now with kids. That may have changed.
I mean, Richard Wilkins is in a relationship, so he would need to make a big
mate.
decision if that show was posed, and I think he's in love, so that's really not a question.
I would love to know the amount of coin that Dickie was
Oh,
entered with by Gingell.
he,
Come on.
he told me off air.
Tell us.
Just over $1 million. Just over $1 million.
Dickie, just...
And that was for 10 weeks of filming.
Because you don't have to... You know what? You do it, right? You don't have to say yes at the end.
Yeah.
You walk away. You know what? 2 months. You
Yep.
do it tough. You do the filming. You're done and dusted. You take the coin.
Yep.
You go back to your loved one.
Harry T, the psychic, he was offered a big number 2. 25.
He didn't see that coming
25K.
either, which was unfortunate.
So he was unhappy with that. But this is the sort of money you can demand if you're a celebrity going into these sorts of shows.
If Harry T's out there listening,
Big
Harry T, have you been presented this? Celebrity Married at First Sight.
I'd love to watch it.
Who else would you throw in
Is
there?
there a wiggle? Or anyone?
Is there somebody
No, they're all
unlucky
married.
in love?
Footballer?
Kylie Minogue would be good.
Oh, my God.
She's engaged.
Sorry, she's engaged.
And could
now.
you imagine marrying Kylie Minogue? You're a bloke who works at the casino, right? You've got a normal sort of job.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, you're standing there, you turn around. I should be so lucky. Here comes Kylie Minogue.
Wow.
I'm spinning around, all right? Don't worry about that. And you're going to bed with Kylie Minogue that night.
Well, I don't think the celebrity's going to sleep with you on the first night.
Sorry, guys, I'm married. I'm with Kylie Minogue.
No,
I mean, you've knocked it out of the park, haven't you?
She wouldn't do it.
Danny?
Would Jennifer Aniston do it? I mean, she's been unlucky in love. I know you're
I'd
throwing them right into the deep
love
end there, but
to marry Jennifer
She's been married
Aniston.
twice. It's not that unlucky.
you would offer her at least 50 grand to 100, wouldn't you? There at least.
Imagine if the Minogues came as a package. So Danny and Kylie. The two of them holding hands come towards you, and the next thing you know, there's three in the bed.
That is, we'll get an update
Oh,
on
my
that.
God. Only Richard Wilkins could do that.
No call from Harry T. He obviously knew we were doing this break, and he has done a runner.
Fitzy and Wippa.
Lights, camera, hilarity.
Ooh, Sarah. The brand new season of the hit comedy series Girls 5 Ever, produced by Tina Fey, is now streaming only on Stan.
All right, the top trending stories in entertainment this morning. Fears for Britney Spears' mental health as she continues to put up photos of herself totally naked. She is pregnant. She's enjoying her body. She's enjoying being engaged and living without a conservatorship. But even fans are reaching out to her saying just maybe ease up a little bit. This is all a bit full on. Psychologists obviously are weighing in. They just say she's simply reliving the youth that was snatched
Yeah,
from
her
her.
childhood
Do you
was
think so?
taken away from her.
Well,
That
I
was
don't
Michael
know.
Jackson.
But that's not
No,
how...
this is Britney.
Oh,
Is that
sorry.
how you behaved as a child? I certainly was not putting up nude photos.
No, and it's different when you're doing that to now. You're right. It doesn't feel so much like a cry for help. It just doesn't make sense.
It's also, I mean, look, maybe she is, still locked in her childhood sort of mental state. But, I
Yeah.
mean, she's got teenage boys.
Yeah.
Where does it cross your mind that your kids don't
Yep.
really want that or their friends looking at it on Instagram?
Yeah, Michael Jackson, he had the song, Have You Seen My Childhood?
Yeah, but was he talking about his breasts?
I'm
Britney-
searching for a world that I come
He
from.
took a few away himself, didn't he?
We don't know.
Allegedly.
We don't know to this date.
Guys, Harry Styles has talked about his One Direction trauma. He said he previously sought to please people and felt he had to keep up a friendly persona to be likeable, which, to be fair, he was very good at every time you had him on the show. Like, he was...
So was
they
he
were all
was he
really
angry
friendly.
underneath?
No, he's not angry. He just said that he has only just sort of started admitting that he had therapy. And this is really important, I think, for men to listen to in particular. He said that he didn't want to seem broken.
Yep.
And he didn't want to be a music industry cliche. I wanted to be the one who could say I didn't need it. And I have friends who are like this. I don't need it. Whereas he said his life has begun since he's had
Well, see,
therapy.
the good thing as well, like they were, the good thing about One Direction, you're young and you've never been in the industry before, so it's all new to you. So you're like, oh wow, this is awesome.
Yeah,
You go along with it.
yeah.
But then as they're getting older and they want more and more out of you, it's like I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, and your freedoms are so limited. But it is a great point. You don't have to be a celebrity to take a message away from this, that therapy is not something you should
No.
see as a stigma. Like, he said that once he started tending to his mental health, he felt rooms within himself opened up. He said, I just felt free suddenly.
Sarah's Bearers, I once read an interview with Robbie Williams, and the question was, have you lost touch with the common man or normal life? And he went, absolutely I have, because my life isn't real.
No.
I'm adjusting to this ridiculous world where everything is there on a platter for me.
Totally, and you have just vast amounts of money, and
Yeah.
people are so interested in you and saying yes to everything for you.
Wouldn't want it. A little bit. on the
you've
weekends.
got it,
Maybe
son.
one
You've
day,
had it.
Wednesday, Fridays I'd do it. But
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I
yeah,
reckon you're leaning towards.
maybe 5 out of the 7.
Finally, guys, turns out the Lady Gaga song, the one we're playing from the Top Gun Maverick soundtrack, wasn't going to be her originally.
Oh.
No, it was the guys from 21 Pilots.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
these guys?
So they were going to do it.
Huge bang.
Yeah, so they were originally locked in. The lead singer was working with the producers, the directors. He was actually creating all sorts of music for the film. And Tom Cruise did a sweep through. And remember there were those reports that Tom was sort of having, not breakdowns, but they kept getting COVID. And there was, and same with his Mission Impossible set. It was all just very stressful. Anyway, Tom Cruise walked through and fired around. They're saying around half the people involved with the film, and they were some of them. So
Right.
they got dropped, and Gaga.
So
was
he
in.
said, we don't want that 21 pilots. We need 10 over here that can actually fly, guys.
Pretty
You're
much.
confused, it says.
And Nathan, you know Nathan Basher that works.
Yeah.
Nathan told me that Tom's just getting involved with movies too much. You know, The Mummy.
Yeah.
The director had to leave because he said, I can't deal with Tom anymore.
Really?
He's trying to stick his finger into every pie.
Well,
It was
he
all
can,
Tom.
He can do everything. That's the problem.
But see,
like fly the
Mission-
jets, direct
he
the
does
film.
it with Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Possible. He did it with Jack Reacher around as well,
Yeah.
didn't he?
Okay.
Jack
It's
Reacher.
not
I
the
think it's
film.
Jack Reacher.
Oh, that's not the one that I saw.
No, that's a German one. Very, very different.
Yeah, but see, Top Gun Maverick, let me tell you this, with Bruckenheimer, he is involved, and it is a belter movie.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to give that review, Tom? I don't care. I'll do what I
You've
want.
done it,
You've
mate.
said it, mate.
You've done it.
I don't give a stuff, and I'll back you up on it, mate. It's awesome.
Fitzy and Wippa.